Meteorologist Jason Appy is back for his full forecast. And Jason, let's get right to it because you have been tracking a winter storm for days and it can bring some real damage.
Yeah, especially northern and eastern Maine. That's the place that I'm targeting for this storm as being the worst. Now, I'm going to get right to a power outage risk graphic that I put up. This is from tonight through tomorrow, okay? For those places, northern and eastern Maine especially, the wind at least 35 miles an hour, ice a ½ inch plus, could even get up to an inch of sleet and freezing rain. Not a lot of lightning, but the high threat for power outages, that will be the headline with this storm. Here's what you need to know. We'll get right into it. Now through tomorrow, it's a mixed precip event, mixed bag, meaning sleet, freezing rain, and snow. I'm not expecting any actual just rain that's going to have any issue there. That is going to be on top of 35-mile-per-hour wind gusts and more than a ½ inch of ice. It's major travel and cleanup issues for northern and eastern Maine especially as we get into tonight, tomorrow morning's rush hour commute into the day on Monday. Here's a look at the winter storm warnings. This is up from all the way up in the county, Presque Isle down to Bar Harbor. And then we have the winter weather advisories that are up from the National Weather Service as you head west. That's where impacts will be less, but there will still be impacts as you head to Augusta and up towards Rangeley and Greenville. Here's a look at satellite and radar right now. Last check of it. This is the beginning phase of the storm. We're going to have these bands of precip that are going to come off the ocean. It's an ocean storm. And you're noticing now you have the snow and sleet line going on. And that is down from Machias, down Route 1, Eastport, for example, seeing the beginnings of the precip. Heading down east of Bar Harbor, you've cleared out. However, over the islands, over towards the mid-coast and Rockland, this is snow primarily that's happening, and now the southern coast is getting in on that snow. Kennebunk all the way up to Portland, seeing snow bands. It's light to start. Temperatures, though, are going to feature things like snow because we have those 20s and 30s across the board here. So it's cold enough for snow. It's cold enough for sleet. It's cold enough for freezing rain. Snow and ice tonight. High pressure to our north, low pressure to our south. This is the engine that's going to drive this storm. And in between these two systems, you have the tight pressure gradient. That's why the wind's been howling all day. It will continue to howl as that storm fires up and strengthens out in the ocean tonight. Hour by hour through 9 o'clock, notice a lot of snow going on, but down east, here's where that pink color is showing up. Sleet and freezing rain through the overnight. Continuing, look at all this moisture getting thrown over the state from about Augusta eastward. I don't expect a lot of actual rain. This is going to stay a mixed bag situation through the day Monday here. So middle of the day Monday, it's still coming down. And then Monday afternoon, Monday night, changing over to snow. But up in Caribou, it is frozen precip again. So that's the big threat with this storm is we're going to see a lot in the way of ice, especially as you head up down east and northern Maine. That's the highlight here through Monday with ice and also snow. Keep in mind here, snow and freezing rain and obviously sleet. That makes for a very messy commute. It also makes for power outages. So for the Mariners, seas 9 to 12 feet. Gale warning is up, wind out of the north gusting to 40. As we get to the forecast the next 7 days, it is a major storm for down east, eastern Maine, northern Maine, as far as the wintry mix goes. And then we warm up and melt some of that before the next wave comes in Thursday and Friday. Same thing at the coast, especially, once again, mid-coast, down east versus the southern coast. I want to make very clear here, this is not going to be the big ice storm that we had a long time ago that the whole state gets hit, but a part of the state will see major impacts from this. Tonight at 11, I'll have new data to share. I'll break down the forecast in more detail and show you what's going on with that wind.
And Jason, it goes without saying, we'll have constant updates on our website and on air whenever football wraps up later tonight. But for now, thank you.
Yes, sir.